has a number of items as well.
Mr. Betteroff.
Thank you, Judge.
Honestly, go fuck yourself, sir. You don't say that, okay? You don't lose a trial where a jury acquits someone and finds them overwhelmingly not guilty and say, I gave my sincere obligation to look into this, and I'm telling you all I saw when she's guilty. Again, respectfully, go fuck yourself.
Swear again like that. That was, no, I mean, whatever. That was, I shouldn't have done that.
A few moments later.
You, as a prosecutor, have got to be out of your fucking mind.
Little burgers, little sausage, a little that macaroni, a little homemade mac and cheese. How you doing? A little watermelon, right? Why can't they enjoy that for a little bit?
Hey, Blues Clues, motherfucker.
Good morning, Loveys. How are we? Happy Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. I'm black the fuck out at 7:36 a.m. Mazel. Have you ever thought to yourself, hey, bitch, I fight for my life with Wi-Fi in the north? You ever try Southern Wi-Fi? Oh, she gives you a run for your money. All right. So I thought I was going to do something special. I was on location, was not able to connect to anything on a location, found myself back at a home base. Then the gods and possibly Hank Brennan and Adam Lally made their way into, I don't know, a network of streaming service. And they said, go fuck yourself, Kim. Okay. So I ended up having to download Young Jerks, Mike Crawford's video. And now we can watch this together. Because yesterday, when I tell you the pearls in which I clutched and the butts in which I clenched, watching Adam Lally sitting in a box of shame, shut it. Shut your mouth. Stop it. What are we doing? This was the best this was the best case scenario of seeing the fuckery happen IRL, real time. And it is tragic. Is it a comedy? Is it a tragedy? I don't know, but the house of cards is tumbling down, and I'm going to do the Macarena on the bitch. Okay? We're going to take this all the way to church, and also shout out to our Queen Rosemary, asking the questions and taking no prisoners. So good morning, Loveys. Let me see if I can make this. I apologize for the delay. Was it a rain delay? No. It was a Rain Man delay. Okay, stop it. Let us play and pray.
To either additional information or that avenue was complete.
So do you keep records of, I asked for search warrants, I asked for crime lab stuff, I asked for witness statements. Do you keep records when you receive that information to be able to check off to say, I got these things, they're no longer outstanding and the rest of this is?
I mean, I keep records in the sense of a list of items I'm looking for. And obviously when I receive something, then yeah, that would get checked off the list as far as I'm not looking for that anymore because I have it.
Okay. So if you got a set of grand jury minutes from a witness that you know testified in front of the grand jury, you'd check that off your list.
Well, as far as yes, I mean, I was at the grand jury, so I know who testified at the grand jury. But as far as receiving the minutes, yes, I'm aware of the dates. And when I receive the minutes, then that would check that off the list.
I missed, I think, a question and answer. One question earlier. I think the question was, do you keep records of what you requested? What was your answer to?
Do you keep records of what you've questioned or he missed the question? Do you keep records of what you asked for? Look at Lally. Babes, pull this screen up. Put my stupid face down. Hold on. Where am I? Oh, fuck. I'm in the computer. Oh, there we go. This is a man, okay, who travels to New Hampshire to get Newports. I don't know. Some say. You know what I mean? Like, that's him living dangerously. And that red face, that beet red complexion tells me this is about to get fucking juiced up. Continue.
That's the question.
So records, as far as what was requested, I would always have at least in some form, some sort of running list of items I was looking for. And then if I received an item, then that would be something that would be off the list. Now that list would be obviously added to as information develops, and there might be additional items that I'm looking for.
And presumably because it's on the list, you've made the request?
Yes.
Okay.
And so you'd have whatever's on the list, you'd have emails requesting that information. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then if they emailed back, you'd have checks off of your list that you got whatever it was. You know, maybe you were asking for 10 things and you got 5. You check those 5 things off your list. Is that right?
Yes.
Is there any other mechanism you used to document what you got from, just right now we're talking about the state police, Trooper Tully and Trooper Proctor?
Oh,
I'm sorry, any other mechanism of doing what again?
Keeping track of what they're producing for you. Is it all just emails and check marks on a list? Or is there some other way that you keep track as well?
No, I mean,
babe, are you telling me you have a list and you check it twice? Are you Santa Claus? Who the fuck is believing this? Now, this case that they're talking about is the Miles case. This is like really sad. This man I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about it, but there is the same players, and this defendant sat in jail for years because we in Massachusetts do not have like a due process rule. Like, you don't have the right to a fair a speedy trial. Oh, I want you to clutch your butthole over that. Because no one should have to sit in jail for 3.5 years while Adam Lally is, checking out Hinge, all right, and just smoking on the side of a building. You need an alpha, okay? We can't have betas doing this because Michael Proctor and Tully were going to be trying to tell him what to do forever, and no one was going to be listening to him. You know what I'm saying?
it would be something that I would have a list of items that are outstanding that would be, followed up on if they hadn't been received at that point, and then I would follow up with whoever the appropriate person was to get copies of those.
And these lists remain in the file? Your lists with the check marks remain in the file?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Okay. And have you reviewed any of them before you testified here today?
No.
No.
Is there a reason you didn't review the file before you testified here today?
I don't have the file.
Oh, he doesn't have a file?
You work for the DA's office, right?
I do.
And it's in the DA's office, right?
Yes.
And you knew you were going to be asked questions about this case, right?
Yes.
And you didn't do anything to educate yourself about what you did initially on the case?
Objection. This is our witness.
Well,
yeah, I'm sorry. Would you like to talk shit to your witness? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I was going to sit here? You thought you were going to come to court ill-prepared? I'm sorry, Lally. You actually work for the Commonwealth, unlike Hank Brennan, who was able to bring his dream team, including the petty paralegal, in her ill-fitting pencil skirt. She's not writing up your motions and, she's not misspelling fucking simple American English language.
I'm not sure I agree with that as an objection, but I'm going to sustain the objection as to the relevance. He did not review the file. Next question.
So what did you review in preparation for your testimony here today?
I reviewed portions of the file. I reviewed some of the items that have been produced by ADA Hickman. I reviewed.
Okay, here was the first time in which all of my heart and soul thought, liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay. I didn't review the file. I was coming here to review this, but JK, LOL, I did look at some things. Lally, you're gagging over here.
Search warrants. I reviewed police reports. I reviewed. You were asking specifically as far as checklists or notations. I didn't review those, but I did review. I have portions of the file. I have access to the file, and I did review portions of the file.
Okay. So you did review portions of the file?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You just didn't review your checklist?
No.
Okay. Now, in terms of the Milton Police Department, do you also have emails going back and forth to the Milton Police Department asking for certain documents?
Yes.
And who in the police, would that be Lieutenant Collins?
Yes.
Anyone else in the Milton Police Department were you looking for documents from?
On this case, I don't believe so, no.
And did you keep the same type of list that you kept for the state police of outstanding things that you were looking for the Milton Police Department?
Yes.
And what did you get back from the Milton Police Department? Do you remember?
Items of similar nature that they had access to as far as police reports, photographs. I don't believe Milton did any of the search warrants in this case, but other items of discovery, video that they recovered, that there's a litany of different items.
A litany of different items?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. And those would all be memorialized by email? Is that how you did it?
Yes, that's, I think, what Mr. McGee attached as Exhibit 1. It's about 137 pages.
Of emails back and forth between the Milton Police Department and you?
Correct.
And so at what point do you know that you have all of, so other than, sorry, that, Milton Police, State Police, any other person or entity that you sought information for in this case?
Rosemary, how hot? She's like, strike that. Okay. That's very, who does that remind me of? My non-consensual boss, David Yannetti, our bowl of spaghetti, baby.
Certainly.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Who's that?
Be the Officer of the Chief Medical Examiner, be the State Police Crime Lab. There were some items that were outsourced to Bodie Technology Lab in Lorton, Virginia, where they did some additional forensic testing pursuant to DNA. They have different methods that our lab does not.
And this, Loveys, should give you pause. Okay. Now, I didn't hear anybody really talking about this. Why in the fuck are we using Bodie Technologies down in Virginia? Because where does that give you a little ding, ding, ding? All right. Do we go ding, 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 ding? That is Karen Reed adjacent. Bodie Technology Labs did the mitochondrial DNA on the single solitary hair that was found on the back quarter panel of the Lexus LX 570 that was found in the Canton Sallyport, right? On Karen Reed's Lexus. They ended up sending that one hair down to Bodie because there was no like DNA found that in the regular DNA methodology from Mass State Crime Lab. But why is Lally using Bodie regularly? I want to know, because I'm going to tell you this. This is ballsy. This is bold. And should I say it? Probably not. But every time I see a government entity using, like, outsourcing to a lab of unknown origin, what do I think? Not COVID. Okay. Right. I'm not thinking Wuhan, bitch. What I'm thinking is money laundering. Like, are you getting a kickback? Who in the fuck picks Bodie? Right? Like, what is happening? I want to know how many cases from Proctor and from Adam Lally and the Norfolk DA's office and Tully needed to go down to that specific lab, because let me tell you, mitochondrial DNA should not be the highest or the best practice that we are trying to obtain when looking for criminal evidence collection and processing and analysis. It should be pretty straightforward, and the Mass State Crime Lab is nationally accredited and fucking to the hilt. They are top tier in the country, and you're outsourcing an awful lot. So I have questions. Thanks.
Milton Fire Department, I believe Fallon paramedics were involved in the transport of the victim, Mr. Simmons. That's all I can think of at this point.
Okay. And would you communicate with those agencies the same way you communicated with the state police and the Milton Police via email?
For the most part, could have been phone call on some of those
All right, so let's stop there. If there was a phone call, how did you memorialize what you requested and what they said in a phone call?
Notes.
You have individual notes?
Yes.
And where would those notes be right now?
In the file.
Okay. So do you keep like a running page of all the notes that you've taken in the case with communications that you had with all the other entities and officers in state police in this case?
Not all in one location, but it would be sort of divided up by different entities as far as what I was requesting from that specific entity and what I was looking for, what I was still waiting for, what was still outstanding, things of that nature.
Okay. So what happens when you ask for something, let's just say from the state police, and they don't give it to you? What's the next thing you do?
The next thing I do would be to ask for it again.
Okay. How many times do you ask for it before you have a meeting with the state police to look at their file?
Objection. The biggest objection I have here is that we're not speaking about any individual document, any individual date. Vague questions about policy.
This is general practice, generally Mr. Lally's practice. I think part of the issue here is we don't have very specific items that are being referred to. Right. But I think I'm going to overrule the objection and give Attorney Scapiccio a little bit of leeway here in terms of general practice.
So in general, how many times do you email the same document before you go to the state police and start to have a sit down with them?
I think it varies. I think it would be depending on a lot of different factors as far as
exactly
what the item is, what the explanation is for why I don't have it yet, whether it's not available or whether it's something that they're currently working on, or if it's something that I know has been completed and I've asked for it multiple times and I still don't have it. I'm not saying that even happened in this case, but if in a general practice, if that were something that were going on, then yes, I would want to sit down with somebody and figure out exactly what's going on.
Okay. So let
Keep
me ask
digging
you a
that
question
hole.
about this case. When you reached out, let's start with Trooper Proctor. In this case, looking for information, and there were emails back and forth. Were there any occasions where you did not get the documents or the information that you were seeking from Trooper Proctor?
I don't recall anything specific other than if it was a situation where I'm looking for a report about something and that report hasn't been completed yet, or that item hasn't been obtained yet for whatever reason. But I don't recall in this case ever asking for something and just not getting it.
Do you remember asking Trooper Proctor for the search warrants that he did in this case?
Yes.
And the affidavits accompanying the search warrants?
Yes.
And did he provide them to you?
What I received was a partial affidavit for search warrant.
Did he provide them to you, yes or no?
Oh.
Some.
How many search warrants do you recall there being in the King Gardner case?
In 2021 or beyond?
Let's start with 2021. How many search warrants?
Let's start with 2021.
Did he, when you asked, and he signed all 6 search warrants, is that fair to say?
That's my understanding, yes.
Okay.
6. Let's count it together, Loveys. 1, go fuck yourself. 2, go fuck yourself more. 3, whoop, up the poop chute. 4, your mother's a whore. 5, how are we alive? 6, what? Who sucks, sticks? What are we doing right now? 6 warrants signed by Proctor, who is a jackass of all trades, master of none. Okay. And we are sitting here listening to Adam Lally say, well, I asked them, guys, please. I told them, I said, please, guys, I really need it. I really need it, guys. Don't make me have to go up to New Hampshire and get my cigarettes. Guys, you're killing me, guys. Come on, please. And no one is listening. Okay. Because Adam Lally was likely bullied in high school. I mean that in all kindness and love, but he's no power bottom, Like he is not telling somebody what they need to do. And he's getting pushed around. And he's like, well, no, I would definitely have a meeting. I would definitely, if I told them I needed this, I would say, I need it again. Well, bitch, we need some women, okay? We need some moms in the Norfolk DA's office, because you want to know fucking something right now. I'd get those bitch ass troopers in line. I'd say, oh, you don't have it? You got one more shot. If not, I will not, put you over my knee, all right? But what I am going to do is get you all taken care of. I would have such an amazing notebook. You want to talk about my handy dandy fucking notebook? Blue's Clues, motherfucker. I would be writing it all down. You would know everything. It'd be pen and paper, bitch. I'm not doing it on the television. I mean, on the computer. It would be handwritten. I'd be like, sign it because you can't do your job. And if you can't do your job, then I can't do my job. And if you have a problem, let's go all the way up this fucking food chain and talk to Maura Healey. Okay? I'd be knocking down doors of everybody. If these fucks don't fall in line, you can't do your job. And Adam Lally allowed there to be so much treachery. And like we had said previously, Loveys, this is like Karen's case and now Aiden's case, different but similar. These are public. Now Rosemary is bringing to light, and also the Walsh case too, but now Rosemary is telling us about things that were happening in the shadows that had no public attention before now. I am devastated that this is happening in the Commonwealth. I am devastated that this shit is like this has been the culture. And now it's time to fumigate and break the wheel. Bitch. Bitch.
And so when did you ask Trooper Proctor for the search warrant?
In July or August of 2021 when they were filed for.
Oh,
okay. And when did you get all 6 search warrants from Trooper Proctor?
I didn't get all 6 search warrants from Trooper Proctor.
You did not?
I did not.
You never did.
Okay. So did you get 1 search warrant from him?
From him specifically, I received a portion of the affidavit for search warrant 306 and the entire affidavit for search warrant 348.
Okay, so you got a portion of 2 search warrants, and you knew there were 6 search warrants, is that right?
Yes.
Did you make notes somewhere in your file? Geez, I asked Trooper Proctor for these 6 search warrants. He hasn't given them to you yet?
I believe, yes.
Okay, those notes are in your file?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, and then when you didn't get search warrants from Trooper Proctor, did you meet with him?
Yes, I mean, specific to that, I don't recall any specific meeting related to search warrants, but we did meet several times in relation to this investigation in this case.
Oh, we met several
You
times.
understand that search warrants are Rule 14 automatic discovery, right? And you knew there were 6 search warrants, right?
I did.
And so when do you realize that you don't have all 6 search warrants? How long into the process? Do you know right away you don't have them all? Or do you not know for a long time you don't have them all?
I don't think I realized at that time that I didn't have them all.
Yeah, he has
So
no
how,
idea.
then I guess I'm confused about how your system works.
Swimming.
You said you had a system where if you asked for something and you didn't get it, you would then follow up with the police officer asking again and again. Did you do that with Trooper Proctor in this case with the 6 search warrants?
Good morning.
Yes, I believe so.
How many times did you email Trooper Proctor asking for the 6 search warrants?
I don't know.
I don't know.
More than 10?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. How far in between each email? Did you wait a month and email him again? Did you wait a week? Did you wait a day? How long in between your requests to Trooper Proctor to produce the 6 search warrants in this case?
I don't know.
You don't?
No.
I don't
Did you
know.
review your emails before you came here today?
Some of them, yes.
Did you see any emails to and from Trooper Proctor regarding the search warrants?
Yes.
How many did you see?
I don't recall.
More than 5?
Yes.
More than 10?
I don't know.
What are the dates of the first time you asked Trooper Proctor for the search warrant?
Specific date, I don't know.
I'm a baby. I
How
have
long
no
before the next
money.
time you asked him for
You
the
owe
search
us $200. We just cleaned for an hour. I don't do that at my house.
Thank you for cleaning.
No. Thank you. I just degraded my friend for you, and I thought we were going to be paid.
I can pay you in blocks.
You're not a baby. You're a man.
No.
Oh, is he? Continue.
Specifically, I don't know.
Was it months or weeks?
Weeks.
Weeks, please. Okay,
Yes.
so that's 2 times you asked him. What about the third time? How much time went by?
I don't know.
Months or weeks?
I don't know.
What about the 4th time?
Again, I don't know how many times and I don't know specific dates.
So I guess my question is, how does your system work if you're not getting the discovery that you're asking a police officer for, and you're asked for it, let's just say 5 times? What do? Do you go to the office and you sit down and say, give me these search warrants, I have to turn them over?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Did you do that in this case?
Yes.
Did you go to Trooper Proctor and say, give me the search warrants because I have to turn them over?
Yes.
When did you do that?
Sometime prior to the defendant's arraignment in December of 21.
November of 21, did you say?
December of 21.
December of 21. So when you get to his office, do you go there or do you tell him to come to your office? I don't know how that works.
Either I don't
Remember
remember.
how you met about the search warrants the first time?
The,
In other words, did he come to you or you go to him?
I don't know.
Okay. So you have a sit down
Yes.
and you ask him for the 6 search warrants. What does he say?
You will get them to me.
He will get them to you.
Yes.
Okay. If you tell him I have an obligation to turn this over because it's Rule 14 discovery, I need it right away, I've asked for it 5 times, what's the deal?
Those specific words, no, but the gist, yes.
Well, tell me what you said specifically.
Yeah. Tell us, because you have a case of the, don't know shits in the morning. All right. Or can't remember shits. I don't know if that was the diagnosis. I forget. But Colin Albert had it. Tristan Morris had it. Who else? Julie Nagel had it. There are so many people that we saw in a specific trial. I don't know, Commonwealth v. Karen Reed 1.0 and 2.0 that were like, yeah, I don't know, couldn't remember, couldn't say. I don't know where I was. I don't know who I am. But Then you wanted us to believe you when they said, but I specifically remember this, right? I specifically remember that Karen Reed said, I hit him. Really? Oh, I got something in my pocket for you. And this is for the entire Commonwealth and specifically Norfolk County. Boom, boom, take it. Don't spend it all in one place.
I don't know.
Well, give me a best estimate of what you said to Trooper Proctor after you asked 5 times the search warrant that he didn't turn over.
Sustained.
So, did you keep any notes of your conversation with Trooper Proctor when you were asking for these 6 search warrants that he didn't give you?
No.
Why not?
It was something that I knew that was outstanding. It was something that I had asked for in written form numerous times. I didn't feel the need to write a note that I asked for it again.
And I want to tell you this, Loveys, what really is sad here is because it didn't matter. Because the case and this defendant didn't matter to any of them. Because their job and their integrity is compromised. Because if it was you sitting in a jail cell for years awaiting trial, it would be every day and every minute of your life that you were praying and waiting for the cops in your case to turn over what they need to. And for the DA to be actually working for justice and really trying to do the right thing. They wear the white caps, right? They're the good guys, allegedly. But they didn't give one fuck.
So that's the first sit down. Did you send emails after the first sit down saying, hey, you promised me you're going to send these 6 search warrants, I still don't have them?
Objection, assuming facts. Overruled.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
You sent another email to Trooper Proctor after you had this sit down at sometime in December of 2021 saying, hey, you still didn't send those 6 search warrants, can you send them over?
Yes.
How far after Mr. King's arraignment in December of 2021 did you send that email to Trooper Proctor?
I don't know.
Was it a year?
Fuck.
I don't think so, no.
What do you think? What's your best estimate of when you sent that email after you sat down with Trooper Proctor?
I would say probably a few months later.
All right, a few months.
Yes.
So February, March of 2022, is that what you think it's?
I don't recall specifically.
So when you're in this room with Trooper Proctor asking about the 6 search warrants, do you ask him for his file? Like, give me your whole file so I can go through it and figure out what's in it?
No.
Why not? It's there. There's outstanding discovery. You have the obligation, not the police officer. Why don't you ask?
I entrusted that whatever discovery I was requesting, I would get at some point in a timely fashion and then turn it over.
But you didn't.
But it's not about what he's requesting. I hate to always bring it back to Karen, but this is something that we know inside and out. Remember, Loveys, I want you to turn back the hands of time when the Sally Port videos would continue to creep out. And these were all allegedly, they were all requested by Trooper Proctor in 2022. Every single fucking Sally Port video, including the inside, the internal hall, seeing Brian Higgins, external, where you see him on a phone or a tablet, you know, because Buchanan says, well, I don't know what that is. It could be a phone or a small tablet. You know, all of that was in Trooper Proctor's fucking file. And Adam Lally looked the other way. What? For years, we ended up getting the final discovery for the Sally Port videos it was like winter of 2024. What? And they knew that this had already gone to trial once. And we were still getting new discovery of what is questioned. And there was a real concern about tampering with Alexis. And you had video the whole time. And it was requested by this fuckface Proctor years before. There is fuckery afoot, my lovies.
Get it. You asked for it 5 times. You didn't get it. You had to go to you have them right there now, and you still don't say, give me your file? Let me go through it?
No, I did not.
And when he says you'll get the search warrants, I'll send them to you. Did he have them? Did he have copies of the search warrants? He just want to give them to you?
That I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Well, you don't get the search warrants in any event after that sit down, and you send another email. What's Trooper Proctor's response to that email?
Again, I don't know that I sent another email, but I know that there were subsequent conversations about it. Whether it was what format it was in, I don't know.
Okay, and at this point, you have to be getting a little upset with Trooper Proctor that
No
you're asking for
betrayal.
information he's not giving you, right?
Objection. Overruled.
I'm sorry, your question again?
You have to get a little upset at Trooper Proctor that you're asking him for information that he's not giving you, right?
I'd say upset, frustrated probably.
I'm sorry?
Frustrated probably.
Judge, can we approach sidebar just briefly? I know.
Sure.
Oh, hey, Jim. Hey, Jim, how's your forehead, pal? Nice. Nice. Got some brows on you, pal. Oh, this makes me think that we're beeping into the next. Beep me. All right, ready? Oh, we're still beeping. Oh. Feels like a heart monitor if you're a Lovey. If you are a nurse Lovey, you know, beep. We're doing vitals. Am I blacked out? Yes. Oh, this is a long sidebar. Don't worry, we'll find it.
In any event, ADA Lally, a couple of months goes by, you still don't have the 6 search warrants. What do you do?
Nothing.
I don't know. I mean, I specific to the 6 search warrants, I don't recall as far as there was a topic that was discussed repeatedly. Obviously, I never received them because I never provided them to you or to Ms. Costa.
Okay, so I guess what I'm saying is you knew they existed, and you knew that, let me just say this, you knew that all 6 search warrants existed, is that right?
Yes, we went through all six of the search warrants on the last day of the grand jury presentation on November 19th, 2021. That's in the grand jury minutes as far as going through each of the materials, each of the search warrants, that they were search warrants, how that material was obtained, and the material that was returned in response to 3 of the search warrants was marked as grand jury exhibits 33, 34, and 35.
Right, but not the search warrants.
Correct. Well, no, actually, I'm sorry.
Information in front of the grand jury about 6 search warrants that you hadn't seen, and you put returns or information that had been returned in front of the grand jury on search warrants you had never seen.
So with
Answer that
the,
question.
and I'm trying to, so
Okay.
with regard to those 3 search warrants, that was 306, 307, and 329, which were the call detail records for your client, the victim, Mr. Simmons, and Mr. Jeanette. The materials also that came back from the cell phone providers also contained a copy of the warrant, as well as the addendum to the warrants, which was then also provided to you and Ms. Costa in discovery.
But not the warrants themselves.
No, the warrants themselves and the addendums, not the application and not the affidavit.
Right, so you understand that in order to make a determination as to whether or not you're going to suppress certain information, you actually need what you asked for and what you, in the affidavit that told the clerk magistrate why you had probable cause, right?
Objection. I can take judicial notice of that, and I'm sure Mr. Lally knows that.
Okay, so you get in front of the grand jury. When do you present this case to the grand jury?
Began in July.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. Okay, monsieur. My apologies. Oh, you've been hanging out with Beverly too long. What do you think? You're going to huff and puff and blow Rosemary's house down? Sit there, take it like a man, because you don't know shit about shit. Your life apparently is Finding Nemo. You're Nemo, bitch. Okay? Or the other fish with dementia. You don't know shit.
Of 2021, that grand jury sat in July, August, and September. The presentation had not been completed at that point, so there was a motion to extend the grand jury, and I believe there was one subsequent date that we went before them on November 19th, 2021.
November what?
19th, 2021, that's when indictments were returned.
In 2021?
Correct.
Okay. So at some point when Mr. King is arraigned, you understand at that point Rule 14 kicks in, right?
Yes, I mean, I'm thinking,
right?
I'm thinking about Rule 14 well before that.
Okay. And you know, when you arraign this case, you still don't have the search warrant. You have another conversation with Trooper Proctor about, hey, where are these search warrants? I have to turn them over.
I'm sure I didn't.
And you know when that would have been?
I don't.
Okay. And then
I'm sure I did. And you know where it probably was? At the hillside. Okay. I was at the Hilly, or we were at the VFW, or we were shooting the shit, over at the Elks, right? Like, there is no paper trail of this because they know better.
Remember, at some point in December of 2021, receiving a discovery notice from me.
Yes.
This is just my
Do you remember that? Yes. Queen. Get him.
Discovery motion or what is that?
In a book, it's reading Rainbow. Do it.
At least ask for.
And did you do that in this case? Did you send my motion for discovery to Trooper Proctor, to the Milton Police, to the crime lab, to the medical examiner's office? Did you send it to all those entities?
Every motion that you filed, yes.
Okay. And then what do you do to follow up with each of those entities? Let's start with the state police. They get a copy of my discovery motion. You're looking for all of the evidence that they have, and specifically these 6 search warrants, all from the time that you give them the motion until you get an answer from them.
Specifically, I don't know. Typically, I would give it a couple of weeks.
And then what happens?
And then I'll follow up again.
When you say follow up, do you send another email, or do you get in your car and drive down there and say, we got to end this, give me this stuff?
I email or a phone call.
Okay. And so did you email a phone call, or make a phone call to Trooper Proctor in this case?
I'm sure I did.
And what was his response?
I don't
When you asked for the 6 search warrants?
I don't recall.
Well, do you have any notes of your conversation with him? Have you taken notes?
I don't believe so, no.
Is there a reason that you didn't take notes when you spoke to Trooper Proctor after these search warrants had become an issue? That you wouldn't take notes of what Trooper Proctor told you about the search warrants?
So you're asking me about a conversation that I don't recall specifically when it happened or exactly what was said. So whether or not I took notes for.
So how the fuck do you know you did it? I'm sorry, babes. Quick question. With all the I don't knows here, okay, and the shit for brains, if you will, what in the Christ are you saying that you, sorry, Tiny Mary and Tiny Jesus, what are you saying that you know that you did it and that you had all these follow-up questions when there is no follow-up documentation? If you don't have a phone call, a call log to him, if you don't have notes about it, if you don't have emails about it, you're full of shit up to your eyeballs, Adam Lally. And now you're pissing me off.
For that conversation, I don't know. What I would do typically in my general practice is to follow up with whoever I had outstanding discovery requests in relation to try to get whatever information that I was seeking.
Okay, and so did you follow up with Trooper Proctor about the 6 search warrants?
I'm sure I did, amongst probably a number of other items.
Okay, and then you knew the case was going in for another date on discovery, right?
Yes.
And you knew you'd have to answer to the court what you've provided and what's outstanding. Isn't that typically how it goes on discovery dates?
Yes.
Did you ever tell the court, geez, I got having 6 search warrants that Trooper Proctor has, I can't get my hands on them, can you issue an order or can you help me out here?
Did I do that? No.
So when you went to court, do you remember representing to the court that discovery was ongoing and that you were producing as much information as you could? Remember that?
Typically, that's what I would say if that was the case, yes.
Okay, but you knew when you represented that to the court that you didn't have the search warrants, right?
Yes.
So what was your plan? How are you going to get them?
Yeah.
As I stated, what my practice would be if there was some outstanding item of discovery, I would request it and follow up if I hadn't received it.
But you did that. You requested it 5 times. You went to see him. Then you got my discovery motion. You sent that to him. You waited another month. And then what happened?
I don't recall.
Well, don't you tell him, get me these things now. I'm coming down your office?
Objection.
Overruled.
Did I ever tell
I
him
know
that? No.
something's weird, and now I know
so what do
it.
you
That's
do
why
when
your
he's not
whole jug
complying
is
with your
out.
request?
I understand. I thought this was happening. Y'all are running game.
Her jugs are just out because this is what they normally are doing.
Yuck, Jesse. What y'all are doing right now is gross.
Yuck.
What's the policy in the office of the district attorney's office in Norfolk County when a state trooper is not complying with a request for discovery?
Objection. Overruled if there is a policy.
What's the policy?
I don't know any specific policy related to that.
Okay. So you go to your supervisor's hand and say, hey, I've asked Trooper Proctor 5, 6, 7 times for these search warrants. I've been down to see him in person at least once. He's not giving them to me. What do I do?
No.
Did you ever have another case other than Mr. King and Ms. Gardner's case where a state trooper didn't give you search warrants that you had been asking for since before indictment?
Objection. Overruled.
Not that I recall, no.
Okay.
Fucking liar.
The discovery that the discovery request that council is speaking to, I don't believe it was ever docketed. I don't have a copy of it. I've never seen it. So
the motion, the motion.
The motion for discovery was filed. He got it.
It may not have reached the docket.
I want to make sure that you see it, though. Let's make sure you.
Thinking about it a lot here.
No.
I've never seen it.
Attorney Scapiccio, can you just give it to Mr. McGee for a second?
Sure. You think it would be in the file?
I would think it would be in the file. Is that a clean copy?
That is a clean copy, Judge.
Can we mark that?
You make her a
Should we
lasagna,
mark it?
Rosemary. You're doing God's work.
It's probably, I don't know if it's draft or
Oh, the non-signed. All right, so let me get you a signed copy, Judge.
I don't know what was.
The bottom line is this witness said he received it, Judge. I know I wouldn't have not filed it. We talked about it in the hearing. And I think there is a transcript, Judge, of a hearing where we talked about the discovery motion. The court had it.
All right, we'll figure that out.
You guys.
Morning, Susie.
We do have a, ADA Hickman did have a copy.
You do have a copy?
I never saw it on the docket. I was working right out the docket.
Okay.
So,
and just so the record is clear, we have marked it. Do you want it marked as Exhibit 1 in this hearing?
yes, sir.
Sure.
All right.
I'll get you a signed copy.
All right. That will be Exhibit 1.
Thank you. Getting custody of the 6 search warrants that were issued in this case?
No.
Okay. Now, you talked about having meetings, discovery meetings. Tell us what those are.
At various points, probably more towards the early stages, or if there's something that's significant that comes up, it would be just a meeting in relation.
Oh, Sassafras Griffin, overruled was a refreshing word to hear. Yes, because we all have trauma from Judge Cannoni. Yes, my queen. Hearing that and hearing it not just be again and again, 49 of 49, objection sustained.
To this is the discovery that's outstanding. This is what I'm looking for. What's the ETA on this? When should I expect to receive this?
Oh, just a circle
in person
jerk.
or on the phone?
Typically in person.
And do they take place at the DA's office or at the state police?
Of course, in person.
Well, I mean, in this specific instance, the state police is attached to the DA's office, so it's the same building. So whether it was my end of the hall or their end of the hall, I don't know.
Okay. And do you remember discussing the search warrants and the outstanding nature of the search warrants at the first discovery meeting?
Yes.
And what was the response?
That the search warrants are still ongoing, as some of those search warrants were not just July. I believe it continued into probably September of 2021 as far as the last of the search warrants. I could be off on those dates, but
It's all happening, babes, okay? She's telling them everything. And your sister wasn't answering the phone. Well, she's answering today, babe. Everyone's answering Rosemary's FaceTimes. And her fucking ringback tone is karma, 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 chameleon. Woo! You come and go, you little hoe. Keep your day job, Kim.
So how many motions or how many meetings do you have regarding discovery before the return of the search warrant in July of 2021, if that's the date?
not many. I mean, the murder occurs on July 10th, so there's not a lot of time in between that. So probably 2 at the most.
2, okay. And you don't take any notes on those meetings either?
I don't know.
But I guess I can't figure out, how do you keep track? If you have this list that says all these things are outstanding and you're having these meetings because there's things outstanding, if you're not taking notes of these meetings, how do you know what people are saying and when to expect to discuss?
So if there was something that specifically was known as far as, this is what's going on with this piece, and anticipated sort of ETA on return or something, then yeah, there would probably be a note about that.
All right, so let's assume that the returns came back the latest July of 2021. Let's give you 3 months, August, September, October. October of 2021. Are you asking again for the search warrants? Are you still
we've been
This is yesterday, babes.
over this time period. I'm trying to figure out some you went all the way through arraignment and on the number of meetings and emails back and forth. I get it, but maybe you want to cover new ground.
I'm just trying to figure out, let me ask the question. So when do you realize
Hot,
that you never turned over the search
wood.
warrant? When do you
Thank
realize?
you, Rosemary.
As far as the 2021,
When do you get the search warrant in your custody?
in my custody,
Yeah.
I would say probably I became aware of it.
Okay, babes, just wanted to tell you that there's a small spot in the back of Clerk Jim's head that is is questionable. Okay, it's a little bit concerning. I would like there to be a new account that is named Clerk Jim's Bald Spot. Okay, can we get that? Because I know it's gonna fucking piss him off because he gels his hair every morning. So, if we can just do some sort of joke shit talking about him, that brings me joy.
A month ago?
It's right there. There's the bald
2025.
spot.
Yes.
July of 2025 or June of 2025.
Yes.
Is the first time you became aware that you didn't turn over the search warrant?
Yes, if I had been aware earlier, then I would have turned over.
You had list, right? You had your list that said 6 search warrants outstanding, right?
Yes.
You didn't ever check that off, right?
No.
So you knew they were outstanding, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then
Keep it simple, stupid.
when did they get to your file?
Again, so as far as my file, they did not. Again, I became aware of it after the case had been transferred to myself to ADA Hickman.
Well, let's talk about that. What date was the case transferred from you to ADA Hickman?
What day?
I'd say probably somewhere in October or November of 2024.
I love a guess.
2024.
Yes.
And how does the case, let me say in general, how does the case get transferred from one DA to another? Is there a policy within the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office of what needs to get done to transfer a file?
No policy, no.
Okay. So what did you do in this case with Mr. King and Mr. Gardner
Safety
to
first.
ensure that your complete file got in the hands of ADA Hickman?
So I physically took the physical file from my office to ADA Hickman's office.
Okay. Did you have a conversation with her?
Yes.
And did you tell her, hey, there's 6 search warrants that I was never able to get from Super Proctor?
Again, if I had known or remembered that the 6 search warrants were still outstanding, then I would have got them and provided them. So no, I did not reference that specifically.
But then at some point, ADA Hickman has to come back to you and say, did you not turn over these 6 search warrants? Say that to you?
No.
She never did.
Nope.
Did you ever have a conversation with ADA Hickman about the outstanding 6 search warrants?
Not until recently, no.
Okay. And what transpired?
Action. Sustained.
Well, so when you told the court that discovery was almost complete, did you know when you made that representation that the 6 search warrants were still outstanding?
Objection. I don't know what time frame we're talking about. I also, as I've stated in my opposition, I've reviewed the FDRs on this from December and February and the other dates in 2025. That statement was never made. And then December, that's why I want a date. In October as well, when Your Honor set this for trial.
And this is when Adam Lally's blood pressure went off the charts, babes. He went from a hue of maybe a pinkish hue to full-blown tomato. Okay, we got a Lally fucking tomato sandwich. Okay, that is the face of a man who is clutching his own pearls. He's clenching his own butthole, and he knows the heat is on.
Thank you.
So when's the last time you remember answering on this case?
I believe it was December of 2024.
Did you say that?
Again, I'm sorry. In the transcript that you handed me, I don't see that.
Let me see. It's a different one.
Oh, wait. Let's go over here.
March, is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Then in March, do you tell the court, Your Honor, as far as discovery goes, we're in fairly good position. In regard to that, I believe that was turned over just prior at the last date. So there may be a couple of other additional items of discovery that I need to get and turn over. But otherwise, I think we're in a fairly good position. Did you say that to the court, sir?
Again, I don't remember.
Your Honor.
Yes. These transcripts in the FTR, what's on the FTR, what was said by whom, when, is all a matter of public record, and we can look at the FTR and get it. So specific quotes and what was said, what was represented, that's part of the record, and we can see
I just have to set it up so I can ask the question that I want to ask, Judge.
Great.
Okay. So after having made that representation to the court, did you do anything to get the 6 search warrants?
No.
What was the outstanding matter?
Find out there was never Loveys, basically.
And what about Mr. Turner?
There was a report.
Rosemary's incredible. She gets to the point of everything that Adam Lally has said. Everything that Adam Lally has said about, oh, yes, I did this and I did this. And of course, I made a list. I checked it twice. Of course, we were talking in person. I don't remember. Who knows what? You know, I have no idea. And she keeps hammering it home because none of it happened because he didn't give one shit about any of it. And he had he was not able to get his points across to troopers who were above him or that didn't respect him and didn't listen to him. And he never went to a judge and asked for help. He never said, hey, bitch, I'm like, I can't get these troopers to give me this information. You never went to DA Morrissey. You just let it go and always thought that because it has been the way it has been for years and years and years, that it would never come to light. Well, knock, knock. Who's there? Karma, bitch. And I bite.
In the materials that A.D. Hickman turned over in 2025, that was, I believe, offered by Detective Sergeant Clifford Murphy pertaining to Mr. Turner that I had never seen before.
Okay, and do you know why that wasn't turned over by the Milton Police Department?
No.
Did you go down to the Milton Police Department and look through their files?
No.
At any point in time when you were representing the Commonwealth, in this case, did you go down to the Milton Police Department and look through their files?
No.
Is that something that you would normally do in a homicide case? Go to the police officers?
Jim's bald spot, you are my people, okay? This is why I have the best chat in the business. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You all will be sainted in your next lives. I am obsessed with you. Get the fuck out of town. Jim's bald spot is on the scene. Love you.
Office and ask for the file?
At what point in the case?
At any point.
There's no idea.
Typically, that would be something that I would endeavor to do closer to trial.
Closer to trial?
Yes.
So how could you make sure your obligation was satisfied if you're not meeting with the police until right before trial?
Exactly.
An ongoing duty and obligation that extends even beyond a trial.
Right, that's not my point. My point is you're not meeting with them and you're not going through their information. How do you know you've turned everything over to the defense?
Because I've requested it and I've been given assurances or information indicating that that is what they have.
Let me ask you the same question about the state police. Did you ever go through the state police file while you were handling the case, as opposed to making requests and even sitting down with the state police to make face-to-face requests on an ongoing basis and all the follow-up contacts that you had? Did you ever actually request their whole file to go through it yourself?
No.
Okay.
And can you tell us, was there a policy within the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office of sitting down with police departments, whether it's state police or Milton Police, and reviewing their file prior to trial?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay. So how far in advance of trial do you finally sit down and go through, let's take the Milton Police box?
Morning, Lovey.
It would depend, case to case, but it's something that I would probably do at least a few months ahead of trial.
A few months. And is that the first time that you put your hands on the actual box, or are you still dependent upon the Lieutenant Collins and other officers to give you what you're looking for?
No, that would be a time where I'm actually like, let me see the file and ensure that I have everything that you have.
Okay. And is there any prohibition to that meeting that you have a couple of months prior to trial happening right after indictment?
No, and that would be my practice now. So you're asking about sort of my general practice at the time. That would have been it at the time, but now I would do that much, much earlier in a case.
Okay. And the state police the same way? Did you sit down with them at some point and look through their file, or you never looked through their file?
No, as His Honor just asked, no, I didn't.
Okay. So I guess my question is, how did it work? Did they only look through their file and send you what you're asking for? Or at any point did they send you, here's everything that we have?
My request and my ask was for everything.
Okay, so that was big, Loveys. Him saying that he's changed his practice. Now, if we are going to rehome Alali, that's what you know. You have to know that there were changes implemented, that there was some sort of remedial training, but you admitted it. You admitted that you did things incorrectly previously, and Adam Lally, may the Commonwealth and the Lord have mercy on thy soul, okay? Because you are not innocent in this. As much as I always say that Adam Lally was just, kind of looking the other way. No, he was complicit because he didn't do anything. And when you are silent or when you are ostensibly not doing anything, Loveys, then you are fucking part of the problem. Know what I'm saying?
Thing they had. So as far as me then double checking to ensure that I have everything they have, that would be something that would occur later on. And as I just indicated, my practice now would be to do that much earlier in a case.
So when you go in this case, you knew we had picked a September 8th trial date, right?
I was aware, yes.
Okay. So you knew the case was ready for trial on September 8th. When were you planning on sitting down with the Milton police and going through their file?
As the case was reassigned to ADA Hickman around the time that we selected the trial date, I don't know that I had a specific plan to do that. I did have a specific plan to meet with ADA Hickman to go through the file to ensure that she had everything that was there.
So by the time she had taken over in January of 2025, you had not made any plans to sit down with the Milton police to go through their file, is that right?
She had taken over prior to that, but no, I hadn't.
Okay, and the same with the state police, is that right?
I don't do shit about shit.
So when you're updating ADA Hickman, when she takes over the case, do you tell her, I've never actually seen the files, it's on my list of things to do, but I never get down there, you should get down and take a look at the files?
Not that specific, but yes.
What did you tell her?
That, during the regular trial preparation or meeting with the officers as it gets closer to trial, I would do that, but I hadn't done that yet.
So I'm still trying to understand, is there like when the police give you something, do they just email it to you, or is there like a list to say, we gave ADA Lally these documents on this date?
I love it.
As far as their list?
Yes.
I have no idea what they have.
Okay.
You don't?
So you don't know, as you sit here today, if they have an index of all the things they say they gave to you?
I don't.
Okay. And
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. All the way to the top of Shut the Fuck Up Mountain. You want me to believe? Oh, motherfucker. I was born at night, but not last night. You're telling me that the DA's office and the troop of Mass State Police that are assigned to their fucking barrack or whatevs they're always in communication. They work in tandem. All the police departments work with the DA every day in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And you don't know what their policies are for when they turn over documents, evidence, etc.? Shut the fuck up. You absolutely have to have an index of what you have provided to the Commonwealth and the opposite way. You do it with defense attorneys too, but you and the cops are on the same team. I hate that. That is so rude. You are being a liar, a Lally McLiar face, and it's ugly. It'll probably stick like that.
Do you, on the opposite side, have an index of the things you got from them?
It would be contained within those requests, yes.
All right, so at some point, do you print out all your requests and say, okay, let me just make sure I have everything here. I've been requesting something since, December of 2021. I want to make sure I have everything. Do you sit down and do that at some point to make sure everything you requested, you've received?
My general practice would be, yes, that would be as I know we're getting closer to a trial date.
Attorney Scapiccio, it's a little after 11, and we're going to be able to go until about 11:10. And then I have to break because we're going to have to do the motions to suppress on the two other matters.
Oh, and this was the comment heard around the world. Of course, you guys are just trying to absolutely slither out of a shit show and a bomb that was absolutely dropped in the Commonwealth yesterday. This was incredible. Must-watch television. Mazel to our Rosemary. And thank you to our Mike Crawford from the Young Jerks for letting me borrow this.
So we need to think about an appropriate time to break. Maybe now is a good time to break. And we need to talk about another date when we can come back and continue the hearing.
Sure.
Okay. Attorney Lally, you can step down. Thank you.
Oh, step down. Look at the back of that neck. Okay, you see that neck? You see that's a red neck. Okay, and not in the way that you think. This isn't a country folk. This isn't a man whose neck you think, oh, was he at the beach this weekend? No. Okay, that's a clinical situation. That is a man who knows that the shit has hit the proverbial fan. Okay, that is hypertension.
For the record, I think the defendant's general motion for relevant discovery is docket number 8. In docket number 21, CR 320. That's what we were going to mark as Exhibit 1.
Was on behalf of Mrs. Gardner.
I don't know. I didn't dig up a motion to join, but in any event, we're talking about what would be otherwise Exhibit 1, hit number 8 in the case. All right. Next, Steve. I would like to have the benefit of your comparison of the old and new, the earlier disclosed and the later disclosed, and how the various items are different.
So,
Might I ask also that the court order, if they're materially prejudicial to the defendant, as we explore discovery.
Yeah.
What is material?
We need a mic check.
Right,
1, 2.
right. It would be helpful to me if you're proceeding on a prejudice argument to know what it is that you contend is prejudicially late disclosed, okay? And
might take a little longer, Judge, because last Thursday, we got some additional discovery from the Commonwealth.
well, let's start in tranches. Okay, we can deal with April, and then we can deal with May.
Okay.
And if we have to deal with it in parts, we can deal with it in parts.
Hot.
But I don't know how much time it's going to take for the parties to get together on this, and I don't know how far out we should look at a date.
And as far as the time frame,
I like this comment on the Young Jerks channel that said, "May this circle of jerks be unbroken." Okay, this has been a circle jerk. This has been an absolute rub and tug of unknown proportions for decades. Okay, and if you play with it too much, you go blind. And I think that these men are going blind. You know what I'm saying?
for the material, how about when counsel files a motion? Up until that point, I'm not going to.
Mr. McGee is suggesting that which of the documents produced as of the time you filed a motion for sanctions or to dismiss, do you now view as prejudicial? That is to say, and frankly, how you were prejudiced. Okay, this is a witness who
and how they were
prejudiced.
prejudiced.
We have no way of following up on this.
All right, now we're just going to go to the wicked end, and we're going to see one other thing. Oh, no, they're back at 11. No, we didn't care about that. JK, they went on a break. Oh, look at Jim's head. Oh, God, what a sight. Hey, Jim, why don't you cough at me, you fuck? All right. Okay, Loveys, let me put this down. Who are we? Where is she? Find your way in the StreamYard. Okay. Hi, listen to me. I love everything about you. I have clutched my pearls. I have clenched my butt. It is the morning. I have a morning meeting to get to. And later this evening, I am getting my hair done. Shut up. Shut up. Am I going to go fall blonde or am I going to go platinum? We don't know. What will the spirit and bleach decide? It's a roulette that I play once every 6 months. Okay. And may the Lord be with you and also with me. Okay. I'm hoping, please God, do not be brassy. Whatever you choose, just go a cool tone, you know? Okay. So red. Oh, I should go red. Oh, wait, are we talking about Lally's face or my hair? Oh, I've never gone red. Thoughts? Okay. So listen, we have things we need to talk about. We're going to do a Thursday morning show. I am going to be home. Okay. I am not going to be fighting the demons of Southern Wi-Fi. I might be fighting my own demons per usual, but you'll be here with me. And we will be slaying the dragons of the Commonwealth. We will talk all of the shits, 7 a.m. We have big doings, big things coming down the pike, guys. What is it? I don't know. I get a bat call from Dave Cullinane yesterday. He's posting on the TikTok. He misses his girl. He wants to do a little NurseKim Dave live. I'm up for it. We're going to start back next Monday. It's cute. He's adorable. He's vacationing and he's unpredictable. So, you know, I'll probably get a text from him that says, "Just kidding, I'm afraid." But we love him. We support our king Cully. Next, you will be getting an email today. If you have, because I tried to send it out yesterday, and again, Wi-Fi, I have issues, but the Hingham event and where you are going to be seeing me is a very common location. So send me an email. I'm going to go in through our Eventbrite or whatever the thing is, and I'm going to send out you're going to get it by noontime. If you do not get it by noontime, be harsh. Leave a message after the beep. Say, listen, you silly bitch, I need to know where you are going to be located this Saturday. I want to see your face and I want to see yours. Okay? I'll make it up to you. Don't you worry. I have plans. We are going to have the best fucking time. NurseKim, Pearls Clutched, Karen Freed event. It's going to be 2 hours of fruity fun. And Jimmy will be there, maybe. Sorry. It was a fruity. Okay. What else? Mr. Betterow is everything. Aiden is still on his whore tour. And there is so much that has come out. Oh my gosh. How beautiful was the Melanie Little interview of Turtle Boy? Okay. Who the fuck do I think I am? No one. Okay. All right. You little tiny chihuahua. You know who she is? She's the Doberman Pinscher. She's the queen. She is incredible. They had a 3-hour talk, and her questions were everything. And what am I talking about? Unimpound Town. Jeez. I'm like, take us to Unimpound Town, doctor. She answers the phone. She gets on the FaceTime. They're talking all the shit. She goes, hey, daddy. Oh. Jimmy and I knew from that moment. We said, this is about to be epic. You know what I'm saying? She brought it. She is incredible. Also, Loveys, I am going to be sending out an email tonight, not to us, but to attorney David Yannetti, my big bowl of spaghetti. And I'm going to say, Marco, and he's going to go, Polo, bitch, because he was on vacation. But he told me the last time I talked to him, he was like, me and Mr. Alessi want to come on your show. We want to come to your house. What are you shitting me? And I go, stop it. So let's hope we can get them on too. And we're going to keep trucking. I wish you the most marvelous Tuesday. Okay. Have a terrific Tuesday. If anyone else is going to get their hair done, may the Lord of Brass not be with you. Okay. All you need is a cool tone. In the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, have the best day ever. I love your faces, Loveys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Great job on the news.
Thank you.
We will, Courtney and I will share what happened when we went to dinner last night, Sunday dinner coming up. And as